Alright, so this is my 2-card Quasar OTK deck profile. The 2 cards you'll need to perform this OTK is Plague Spreader Zombie and Boost Warrior. You also need a 3rd card for the cost of Plague Spreader. Hopefully someday they'll give us a 2-star tuner that can special summon from the graveyard similar to Global by milling the top card of your deck or paying life points or whatever, and then it'll be truly pure 2-card. But right now you gotta pay the cost of Plague Spreader, so essentially you would need 3 cards in total. But it starts off with just 2 cards to get the combo off, so all you have to do is search out these 2 specific cards, make sure you get these 2 in your hand plus an extra random card, and then you can perform this combo. I'll explain the combo before I go on with the rest of the deck. Alright, so if you have both Boost Warrior and Plague Spreader in your hand, you normal summon Plague Spreader, special summon Boost Warrior because you have a face-up tuner. Use these 2 to synchro into a Goyo Defender. Since the only monster on your field is Goyo Defender, which is a Earth Warrior Synchro, you can use this effect to special summon a Goyo Defender. You can use the new Goyo Defender's effect to summon another Goyo Defender. Now you have 3 Goyo Defenders. You also have Plague Spreader in the graveyard and a card in your hand. Put the card in your hand on top of your deck to bring back Plague Spreader Zombie with his effect. Use Plague Spreader with one of your Goyo Defenders to synchro into XL Synchron. XL Synchron is a 5-star Synchro tuner. Use his effect to set a Jet Synchron from the deck to the graveyard, and then increase XL Synchron's level by 1, so that way he's a 6-star Synchro tuner now. Using him, along with the remaining 2 Goyo Defenders you have, which are 3 stars each, 3, 3, and 6 is 12, and you can make Quasar. So that is the combo for making Quasar. Pretty simple, right? So then it's a matter of getting these 2 cards, right? Now initially I had reinforcements of the army. Now I still could play it. I will just have to take out the soul charge to do so. But for now I want to keep the soul charge because it opens up other plays. We got Jet Synchron. Of course you're going to need Jet Synchron because that's how you increase the level of XL Synchron. Jet Synchron has the ability that if it's in your graveyard, you can discard a card from your hand to special summon it. When it leaves the field, banish it. It's a 1-star tuner. Flamevell Pone, 1-star Pyro. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 monster with 200 defense from your deck to your hand. Initially, I put this in the deck so that way I can, increase my chances of getting the Boost Warrior. But one time when I actually, activated the effect, I noticed I had the ability to also add Plague Spreader if I wanted, and then that's when I realized Plague Spreader had 200 defense. So it's like, oh my god, the synergy, right? So you can search out either Plague Spreader or Boost Warrior, whichever one you need, with Flamevell Palm. Because of that, 1-for-1 is a better choice than reinforcement, in the sense that I can use it to bring out Flamevell Palm. Flamevell Palm, right? When it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, I could search out either Plague Spreader or Boost Warrior instead of being limited to only searching out Boost Warrior, like how reinforcement only lets me get Boost Warrior. So it's nice to have, options, right? And consistency. So that's what Flamevell Pawn is there for. Then I threw in the little Griddle engine, Eagle, Cobra, and Release Restraint Wave, mainly so I can use Release Restraint Wave. And of course you can use the Griddles to stall. Take your opponent's monsters. You can use them as as a win condition. Take your opponent's monsters and beat him down with his own power. So that's essentially what they're there for. The griddles, you should know their effects. If they're in the monster zone, they're destroyed by battle. They instant to graveyard. You can target one of your opponent's monsters and take control of it, and equip this as an equipped spell card. Ego has the added ability that if he's destroyed by a monster effect, that effect activates to steal your opponent's monster. And Cobra has the effect that if he's destroyed by a trap card effect, you can activate the effect to take one of your opponent's monsters. And while they're in your spell and trap zone, they're equipped cards, so Release Restraint Wave can be used to trigger Release Restraint Wave's ability. Exodios, along with Necroface, is your infinite combo that allows this deck to go infinite, where you can just recycle everything and just keep making Quasar multiple times in case Quasar gets defeated or most of your plays get interrupted or countered. You could just play Exodios and recycle all your monsters and try again. Exodios with Jet Synchron obviously can let you make a Star Eater, so that's useful. So he's kind of like Star Eater's like another boss monster you can use, so that's nice to have options. Exodios also has the ability that when he attacks, he could let you send a monster from your deck to the graveyard, so he acts as a Foolish Barrel. That could be useful in scenarios where you need something in the graveyard, like maybe a Plague Spreader or a Jet Synchron. I already mentioned Release Restraint Wave. Select the face of equipped spell card you control and destroy it and all set spell and trap cards your opponent controls. Twin Twister, discard a card, target up to 2 spell and trap cards on the field and destroy them. This will help you clear the back row. And Floodgates and all the other bad stuff. MST is for the same purpose, help you get rid of back row. And they're both quick plays, so you can respond to stuff like Vanny's Emptiness, maybe Imperial Iron Wall, or anything of that nature that might be problematic. Any card you want to chain to. Roll of the Decree, continuous way of negating traps. So this can help you, blanket the field so that you can make your plays without your opponent activating like 12,000 traps in a single turn. Trap stun for the same result, but it's a one-shot deal, so make that turn count, right? Necroface, when it's normal summon, both players shuffle all cards they have out of play back into the decks, and Necroface gains 100 attack for each card return. And this is how you get your Jet Synchrons and your Plague Spreaders back from the Banish Zone. One for one, mainly to get you the Flame Bell Palm. But you can also use it to bring out Boost Warrior from the deck onto the field, and then summon Plague Spreader, and then just do the combo off anyway. It's to each their own. So very useful card for that. Soul Charge, so that way you can just, for a little bit of life or a lot of life, you can make a big play. Won't be able to attack in that turn, but you'll be able to make a big play where you have some type of control. Goyo Defenders, as I mentioned before, when it's on the field and you only have Earth Warrior type Synchro monsters, you can use this effect to special summon a defender, which lets you summon another defender. It will be interesting. I will find a way to maybe bounce one of the defenders back to the extra deck and maybe do some burn damage, right? And then use the last defender to bring that one out, and then send the other one, and then just do this infinite burn. Maybe someday we'll get lucky and there'll be like a monster where I could just infinitely burn. Because then I would use TG Striker with Boost Warrior, so that I could still have a normal summon and summon that monster and just go ham. And just have like an infinite burn combo. But anyway, for now we'll use it for Quasar. Gotchi. Just in case you're in a scenario where you special summon Plague Spreader, normal summon Plague Spreader, overlay the two, and go into Gotchi install long enough to, you know, get your combo off. Slacker Magician, you know, now you can use your, you know, your just Synchro on your Boost Warrior, use them in a 2-card combo. Normal summon, special summon, go into Slacker, install until, you know, you can make a comeback, right? Because once per turn, if she will be destroyed by battle, she's not. She has 21 in defense. If she's targeted by a card effect, spell, trap, or monster effect, you can detach a material and negate and destroy the card to target her. Gotcha. If it would be destroyed by battle or card effect, detach a material. Again, this card gains 200 attack and defense for each material attached to it. Not only does it get 200 attack for each and defense for each material, so does all your other monsters. So it's a good way of power boosting your monsters. Axel Synchron, as you've seen before, he is your main tuner. Synchro, we have formula, but he's your main tuner. Synchro help you go into Quasar. Formula is there just for drawing. In case you're in a scenario where you have these two in your hand, you just play them and you just go into a formula and draw. Hopefully you draw something good, right? In case you're ever in a scenario where you can make great old one Houster. He's a pretty decent monster. He's mainly just because he's a 23 level 4. And he kind of has a griddle effect where you can take control of opponent's monster that defeats him. So that's pretty cool. You know, more griddle, right? More griddle power. Armades. Obviously you can make that using like Plague Spreader and a griddle, or using Jet Synchron and a Necroface, and you can go into Armades. And obviously Armades is really good whenever it attacks or is attacked. The opponent can activate cards or effects until the end of the damage test. So that's good against back row. That's good, you know, battle traps. Good against monster effects. Good at negating, you know, monster effects by making it where the monster effects don't trigger, like Greyders or Burning Abyss or Yang Zings or anything of that nature. Goyo Guardian, in case you're in a scenario where, you know, you can make 6, you know, Plague Spreader and Necroface can make Goyo Guardian and decent effect. Destroy the monster by battle. At the end of the battle phase, you can take your opponent's monster. Oh, it's not battle phase. I mean, after it deals, it destroys the monster by battle, you can take control of it, but it will be in defense mode on your side of the field. And then Black Rose. You never know when you need to Black Rose. You might end up in a scenario where you have enough to Black Rose and you clear the field. So it's better to have it more back row hate. That's essentially what it's there for. Get rid of that back row so I can pull off the combo. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, in case you're in a scenario where you can make 8. And you can clear all your opponent's attack position monsters and be able to attack them directly, especially if they swarmed or pendulum summoned. Star Form, Star Eater, using YUGIOH and Jet Synchron, you can make a Star Eater. 3200, his summoning can't be negated, so no warning, no solemn notice, no Black Horn of Heaven, none of that. And when he attacks, he's unaffected by your opponent's spells and traps, which is really good against, you know, Mirror Forest, Deep Prison, you know, all those battle traps. And he's a 3200, so he's a pretty big beater. Shooting Star Dragon, he's only there because you play Quasar. If Quasar manages to get removed from the field, you can bring out Shooting Star Dragon as your backup. He's a nice 3300. He has the ability where you can reveal the top 5 cards of your deck. If any of them are tuners, he gets to attack that many times. If none of them are tuners, he cannot attack. If you get 1 tuner, he can only attack once. You get the idea. He also has the ability to negate the effect of of card effects that destroy a card or cards on the field, you know, like Stardust, but he doesn't actually leave the field when he does that. And when your opponent's monster declares an attack, you can select this card, move it from the game to negate that attack, and then during the end phase, special summon this card from play back onto the field. That's his abilities in Quasar. It's a 4,000 that can negate spell, trap, monster effects once per turn during either player's turn, and for every non-tuner material used for Quasar Synchro summon, it gains that many attacks. So in this deck, of course, you will be using 3 synchros, 1 being a tuner, 2 of them being non-tuners. So Quasar can attack twice. So he's a 4,000 double attacker, and 4,000 is 8,000. That's an OTK, and that's the end of the deck profile.